morning. The car fell off the cliff because of overspeeding. Miss Kane, our hero, was killed in the accident. Same name as Sunny-san. Must be her daughter. I thought about the case from the beginning. No, that's no use. I have to focus on Sunny-san, her personality. Sunny-san. I glanced at the monitor and suddenly realized. Could it be the motive? I think I figured it out. Well, let's see. That night... Oh, that dream again. The girl in the flames. It was Kanihara, right? It looked like she slightly nodded. Kani-san, I think your mother killed my grandmother, so I have to prosecute her. She nodded again. You're okay with that? But Sunny-san is your... She moved her face slightly towards me. I could see her lips moving. Is that... the girl? So Kani-san's lips moved. To the future. I figured out the words. The room was already becoming slightly bright. It's already morning? I recall the dream I just saw. The words from the girl. Kani-san. To the future, I have to speak with Sunny-san. The thought made me a bit terrified. Was I really right? I needed to hear someone's voice. Suddenly, I'll go see him. Ooh. Whose voice do we need to hear? I think we need to go see... To stay on route and to get all the points and stuffs, we need to keep picking the same dude. So, we're gonna go with Garden Boy. Garden Boy. Sparky, good morning! After breakfast, I headed to see Yoshiro-san. I have to explain to everyone, so you can come to the living room afterwards. Okay. Sorry. Yoshiro-san, it's like I forcibly got you involved in this. He suddenly hit me on the head. Ow! What? Aww, look at that face. He's like, I'm in love with you. Yoshiro-san. Oh, you gotta go to the doctor's? Are you like waiting to go to the doctor, or you're already at the doctor's? Thank you. I made a bow. That afternoon, Sunny-san suddenly opened her eyes wide and looked around the room. Miss Toko, you think that I killed Madame? Sunny-san. No. I thought it would be the 20 million yen, but that's not so, is it? She made a strange smile without any words. so I thought it was revenge. Revenge? I heard about your daughter. She was on the way back from picking me up and died, so you blamed my grandmother, who told her to go pick me up. You blame me too, don't you? If it had not been for me, Connie-san. Dr. Kato stood up. The next moment, she lost balance and Sunny-san's body rocked back and forth, and bring some water and call an ambulance. Got it. Mr. Matt and I rushed over. Sunny-san! Dr. Kato shoved his hand in her mouth. Sunny-san looked towards me. Sunny-san? Miss Toko? Be Miss Toko. Sunny-san looked into my eyes and said so slowly. What? The next moment she lost strength and then fell to the floor. Yoshiro-san jumped back into the room with a glass of water. No. 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 What? What was that? Her words? Could it be? Could it be that I was Connie-san, not Toko? Was that possible? The plot thickens. Dun dun dun. This is getting good. I clung on Sunny-san's dead body. Sunny-san, Sunny-san, please open your eyes, please. Please. Please say it was a lie. Please tell me it was my imagination. Please. Yoshiro-san gently hugged me tight. All over? I wanted to think so, but I couldn't, because somebody whispered in my heart. What if I was not the daughter of this mansion? What if I was Connie, not Toko? Yoshiro-san is in love with Toko, his friend from childhood. It's not over. It's a beginning. In his arms, I felt alone, dropped into the maze with no exit. Okay, so what's next? Damn it! Hatchet and try stream. Okay. Anyways. Thank you, Mr. Matt. We call him Mr. Matt, by the way, because I can't pronounce that. Matt Shuishida. He took my hand and escorted me out of the car. So how was it? To see where the accident happened. I made a little smile and shook my head. Nothing at all. I'm sure the accident occurred at that cliff, but... Okay. I shivered as I looked up at the mansion. Is it so nervous to be without any memory? That sentence did not make sense. My name is Tokomaski. After losing my memory in the car accident, I was welcomed to the Nishinokura family, my mother's home. I started to break the ice between grandmother and I. She was murdered by someone. I investigated the case and found out that the chief maid, Sunny-san, was the murderer. But the butler didn't do it. That's that's it. What is it, Sunny-san? What did that mean? Could it be? Thank you. I reached out to the white porcelain cup. I took a sip and was comforted by the deep and vagrant flavor that filled my mouth. You don't have to hear the answer, Mr. Matt. You're always perfect. It's fantastic. Aw, look at that smile. He's like, is he a little flushed? Is he? Yeah. Mr. Matt was a superman to be a butler and a legal advisor at the same time. I was sorry to make him go with me, despite his busy work. Clunk. Oh my god. His name was Dr. Kaito. Grandmother's the Nishinakura family private doctor. We know this. And Dr. Kaito, I heard from Mr. Matt at the accident scene that was the first person to find us was. Why didn't you tell me? You were? It was shocking to know that Dr. Kaito was there at the accident, but hid it from me. But still, I owe you one, Dr. Kaito. I'm alive because of you, right? I shook my head slowly. You're a doctor, but not a god. That was her destiny. Dr. Kaito saved my life. You should be proud of that. Right. I was saved. But she was dead. What? Yes? Mr. Matt looked into my face with worry. I'm alright, I was just daydreaming, so, let's see. I reached out to the picture on the table. The picture was taken here. A few girls about the same age. Kani-san is this girl, right? I pointed to one specific girl. No, I just thought I was lying. After the accident, she appears in my dreams so many times. She never showed me her face, but in the picture she was wearing the same clothes as she did in my dreams. Kani-san in the picture resembled Sani-san, but a little passive and cute rather than pretty. Miss Kani-san Ayawahara. I suddenly thought of something terrible and chills ran through my heart. Could it be? The last words of Sani-san refrained in my mind. I love you, Kani, my daughter. Dr. Kaito pushed his hand on my forehead. What? I'm alright, I'm not... Okay. I left the living room, seen off by two worrying guys. I muttered her name as I walked back to the room. Ishiro-san! Yes, but... I hesitated for a moment before continuing. I thought it might be my name. Ishiro-san, did it hear what happened to Sunny-san said right before she died? I nodded. Sunny-san called me Connie, and she told Connie to keep pretending she was Toko. I thought about it ever since. And I thought maybe we switched each other. My face was made by plastic surgery. But even grandmother doubted me. I heard her. Suddenly, tears spilled up from my eyes. I shouldn't remember this. That was so long ago, before grandmother and I got to know each other. Yoshiro-san held my body with his strong arms. Sure, stop. I might not be Toko. But... I want to think so, too, but... I moved away from Yoshiro's arms. I had no words to say back. Mr. Matt, Yoshiro-san just tried to comfort me. Please don't be mad. Thank you, Mr. Matt. Can I hear the rest of what you were going to say? About Sunny-san? I might have been a filthy scum that changed my face to put my hands on the money, if that was right. It was rare for Mr. Matt to snap his voice that way. Yes, but the truth is... This will help you sleep. You haven't slept much since Sunny-san died, right? Take this and rest. I nodded. Connie-san? I reached out to Connie-san. But my arms were as heavy as lead, and I couldn't move. No, why? Connie-san walked away as if she didn't care about me. Connie-san, wait! Connie-san! Why doesn't she look back? I'm screaming so much. It was as if she didn't hear my voice. No, or could it be... Is this the wrong name I'm saying? Connie-san suddenly stopped at her feet. I knew it. Despair smothered through my body. You're You are? I said it out to her back. Are you the real Toko? She turned around. The next moment I woke up in my bed. I looked around the room. She's not here. Was it just a dream? I sighed and I looked at the clock. 6 in the evening. I slept longer than I thought. That was a dream I saw from the fear that I not back be real Toko? Or was she truly the real Toko? I took the thermometer and checked that I no longer had a fever. I tidied up and left the room. Almost time for dinner. Wondering what dinner would be, Sunny-san, last words still stuck in my head. If it was her daughter, I was the daughter of the murderer. Not only that, if I switched myself with the real Toko, the body that was considered Connie-san was the real Toko. Nobody pointed that out. No, you couldn't even say that if you thought so. If that was so, that meant there was a possibility that I had killed the real Toko. I stopped walking. Is that right to stay here? There was no use worrying about my lost memory. Dr. Keto said that. But what should I do? I had to speak to someone. I really thought so. But even more, I just wanted to hear someone's voice. The voice of Garden Boy. Because we're trying to get his route. If we have his route. As I was going to step out of the entrance, I looked back, suddenly tapped on the shoulder. Yoshiro-san! Oh, I was looking for you. I made a bitter smile. Do I need a reason to want to see you? Yoshiro-san, I wanted to see you. I had a bad dream and I don't want to go back to bed. It's already. My heart instantly started to beat fast. If you're starting to find out, Yoshiro-san gently stepped back. Oh, is it so? I touched my forehead. I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, but I suddenly recalled the dream I had. The dream that made me so nervous. I don't want to go back to my room. But the dream... Yeah, I'm alright. What? Sleep together? To the bed! Sorry. Yes! Oh, shit. Pressured by him, I went to the room. Girl, you weren't pressured. You went willingly. You're like, yes. Oh, God. Okay. Jeez. After we arrived, Yoshiro-san looked around in my room. Yeah? Yes? The conversation did not continue. I did as he said, and I lied down with my clothes on. His sad voice touched my heart. Hey, Yoshiro-san? Did we nap together when we were kids? How was I when I was a kid? He made a gentle smile. I suddenly felt nervous. You sure, son? Are you still awake? What would you do if I was Connie, son? Yeah, it is possible. The ring of a bell sounded from the dining room. Yeah, but I was down on the bed, so that must have been some type of rest for my body. Yes. That night I saw a dream again. In the dream, I was looking into a mirror. In the mirror, the girl appeared again. The girl whose face I couldn't see. Are you Connie's son? What do you want me to do? Or are you not Connie's son? Then are you... I woke up and I made a big sigh. What should I do? Do I belong here or not? Without making it clear, I felt nervous. No, I'm making it clear with my willful thought. Sonny-san called me Connie. That's enough to make it clear. Staying here only wastes the money of the Nishikura family. The daughter of the murderer grandmother using her money? I can't stand it any longer. I wanted my memory back. And I hated myself staying here because I wasn't sure who I really was. I have to do something. I knew one way I could end all this. It was to leave the house. I have to go. Everyone will disagree. Everyone would worry, but I tied myself up and went to the living room. Knock, knock. Cue sound effects. Clunk. Mr. Matt? Good morning, Mr. Matt. I nodded. Yeah, terrible, but it helped me make up my mind. Mr. Matt, I'm leaving this mansion. I'm not saying this out of nowhere. I thought it over and over again and made my conclusion. I can't stay here if I'm not sure if I'm not the real Toko or Kani-san. So? Grandmother believed I was her granddaughter until her last moment. Until her last breath. Yes. I felt a pain in my heart. It was being ripped apart as I nodded. He was kind of funny, trying to act as a lawyer in the situation. It was funny, but I couldn't laugh. He was trying to stop me. I was so happy with that, but I couldn't let him stop me. So, farewell, Mr. Matt. I made the best smile I could and turned to the door. What? Hey, Mr. Matt. What? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Where did this come from, Mr. Matt? Wow, and I thought we were trying to get it on a garden boy. Ooh, it's getting... Mr. Matt? I wonder what I should do. What do you mean you wonder what you should do? I thought you had a crush on the garden guy. This Toko bitch is stupid. Mr. Matt's feelings. Made me shocked. That's what it made me. Made me troubled. No, I didn't want to pick that one. Go back. Yes. What? I did pick that. This game is broken. Broken. I stepped away from him as he stepped closer. His words made me think of one person. It was Yoshiro-san. There we go. The fact is that his face popped into my mind confused me. Why? Since when? Since when had I thought about Yoshiro-san this way? I'm sorry, Mr. Matt. Miss Toko, please do not mind about me. But... Aww, look at that. You're so cute. Okay, bye-bye. What do you mean? Enemy? That's... everything. What should I do? I wondered, but nodded. All right. I will wait. I made a small bow and left the living room. I felt like he tricked me into not leaving this mansion. Somebody's looking at me? I felt so I looked around. You. The girl from my dreams was beckoning towards me. Are you telling me to come? Huh, that's what she said. Or didn't say. she looked at... She looked like she slightly nodded. She slid up the staircase. I just followed her without any words. If I said something wrong, I thought she would disappear. She looked back slightly and a couple of times to check I was following. It was an open room, which I hadn't entered before. I was scared, but I pulled on the door. Creak. The door screamed as I opened it. My heart full of fear, I stepped into the room. I looked around to find a girl standing beside a small fireplace in the corner of the room. There you are. Is there something here? Her finger was pointing inside the fireplace. In there? In the fireplace. Let's see what I can find. I kneeled down and looked inside the dusty fireplace. It's full of dust, but the ashes are cleaned up. Nothing in particular. I touched the bricks one by one. When I was going to give up, my finger touched something. Clunk. What? The brick I touched moved a little bit. I tried to figure it out. Does this brick come off? I carefully pulled it out. Thump. Whish. Something white fell from between the brick and the wall. What's this? I took it in my hand. An envelope. A letter? It said nothing on the face, so I flipped it over. On the back, there was small round letters. It said, Kani Arahara. The letter from Kani-san? What is this? The sender was dead, but it was still uncomfortable to open someone's letter. But she told me where this letter was. That's meant she wanted me to read this. After a moment of hesitation, I made up my mind. Sorry, I didn't know what I was apologizing to. Anyways, I started to open up the envelope. I pulled out the letter inside. The first line caught my eyes. My dear love. Oh no, is this a letter of love? Can I really read this? But she told me where this was, so I took it up again. Please forgive me to rely on you, after you have completely denied and to accept my feelings. My mother hasn't always loved me. This I know for sure, but she also is a terrifying woman. The madame seems to be happy to have found the daughter of her lost child, Miss Suzuka. The madam has asked me to drive a car to pick her up. The lady and I are close in age and look alike, so she believes sending me would help make the lady comfortable. I thought she was right, and I was looking forward to seeing her. Until last night, when I heard Mother's plan. Mother, it's Sunny-san. My mother told me to kill Miss Toko on the way back to the mansion and to look like a traffic accident. Switch her clothes, crush her faces, and switch each other. She would not let me argue. I love my mother, but I cannot kill. That was when I thought of you, and I told you my feelings. But you rejected me, and you said you had never seen me as a woman. Since you came to the mansion, I had always loved you, thought of you only. But your rejection made it difficult for me to tell you of my mother's plans. As I put the plan into action, at least would write it down, the truth on the letter. I cannot betray Mother, but I cannot kill Miss Toko. So the only thing left for me to do is to crush her faces. Pretend that I am following the plan and kill myself instead. I worry that Miss Toko will be harmed by Mother after it's all over. Please, in such case, protect her. Please, my dear love. I touched the words to my finger. The last word, it must be a name, but scratched, and I can't make it out. Who could it be? The name written on this letter. Suddenly, someone grasped onto my shoulder from behind. Who is it? I turned around in a startle. Yeah, what are you doing here? He grabbed my shoulder and tried to pull me out of the room. Astonishing? It's this. I handed him the envelope. Taking a look at the name of the sender, he tilted his neck. Right. In the fireplace. It was hidden behind this loose brick. Yes. He crossed his arms and started to think. This means... I think so. My spine shivered to realize again that I was a victim of such a cruel crime. I did think of the possibility that the accident was actually a crime, but now that I knew that it was real, I was horrified. What's good about this? Oh. I can now believe that I was the real Toko. Grandmother, she could finally rest in peace. Your sure son held my head and hugged me. Sure, son? What? You sure, son? It was so comfortable in his arms. I wanted to stay here forever. I thought so. You sure, son? I stepped back. What? Me? I nodded. The receiver, well, the person Connie's son was in love with, hid it. That means that he knew about the crime and didn't do anything. What? But if Connie's son hid this, yes, that's also possible. Yes, for example, she wrote it, but realized she was putting her loved one into a crime and hid it in the fireplace. Or probably me. For the time when I started to find out the truth, if it was my mother's room, it was natural I searched inside. Why are you laughing? Is it so weird? Then why are you? I just... What? Kind? That's... I felt sad and looked down. The secret of the crime is so terrible it could not be held in your heart. Connie's son left the secret of her loved one, but I made him part of the crime. But who could it be? Mr. Matt or Dr. Cato? Probably the rest of the team are all old guys or people hired in after the accident. Mr. Matt, Dr. Cato? The fact that one of them were part of the plan to ruin me. Who do you think Connie's son was in love with? I don't know. Is anybody watching? I don't know. Let me see. No one's watching. So we go with Mr. Matt. Ooh. Oh, my phone's dying. Let's plug her in. Okay. Knock knock. Cue sound effects. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Uncomfortable feeling ran through my heart. Could it be behind the door? Could it be... Come in! My voice trembled. Clunk. The door opened slowly. There was... Dr. Cato. Looks like you found out. I accused her of the horrible things that she's done. Oh no. Thought it was an accident, but pretending to be a checkup, pretending to be a conversation, I hypnotize you again and again. Right. Why? Why did you do that? If you were to protect me as Connie-san wished, you could have used the letter to make the police and arrest Sonny-san. But you didn't. Amendment? Dr. Kato, I cannot blame you. If you could stop Connie-san, you could have handed Shannon over to the police. It would be a lie to say that I don't have these feelings, but people make mistakes. That's how we are made. And blaming you won't bring people back. I know how it feels. So I know you feel much, much more pain than me, because you blame yourself. Please go to the police and explain everything. I ask no more. Damn phone. Keeps unplugging. Okay. Damn it. Suddenly felt something bad was going to happen. Dr. Kato? You're not thinking about doing something stupid, are you? Please come back when you're ready. I trust you. I made a better laugh. I'm not sure. I wanted to know the truth as soon as possible. I thought it would help me live a better life, but this is just so horrible. Your share, son? Me? Kind? You're serious, and we used to speak like friends do, right? What did I call you? Thanks, Shirasan. Okay. I got like 2 minutes. Then I gotta head to the clients. I can't thank you enough. I did. Ishiro-san? Knock knock. Knock, knock. It was a surprise to hear the knock. It was about an hour to midnight. Who could it be? Yes? What are you doing here at this time of night? Well, that's a difficult question. There's been many hard things. Yay! We got the kissy seed! Yay! Okay. I'm glad I didn't go yet. Okay. Yeah, you should send, be kissed again and again. I love you. What? It doesn't feel bad to be treated like this by you, or even, I kind of feel happy. I nodded. Thump. Our lips didn't let go of each other even for a moment as we fell in the bed together. Oh my god! Okay. I turned off the lights. And what? Bow chicka wow wow? I felt the sun coming in through the curtain and I woke up. I reached out in the bed. Is she your son? He wasn't where I thought he would be. Did he go to work already? I changed my clothes and I got ready to go and went downstairs. I looked around for him. What? But it wasn't possible. Sharon wouldn't leave without me. He pretended to be so calm as possible. So, chores or something? Me? He was probably saying the right thing. But if I try to get both of this house and your son, something will go wrong. Something will harm your son, or even worse than it will hurt me. What should I do? Where should I go? Grandmother. Grandma will wish I take the family and marry the man appropriate for my family. But I had to choose either way. And with that, I gotta get going. So, thank you anyone who ever tunes in. And I'll see you guys next time in part 10. They were doing part 10? Yeah. So, have a good day, everybody. Toodles!